Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon if you're in the UK. Good morning if you're across the pond in America. Hello wherever you are in the world. This is Karen. Hi, I'm Karen Cinnamon. I'm the founder and editor of Smashing the Glass, the world's biggest Jewish wedding blog. And I'm also the founder and proud owner of Smashing the Glass's Brides Club, which is our members only community for planning your perfect Jewish wedding, whatever perfect is to you. There's no perfect, it's individual. Perfect is a very individual thing. So that's who I am if you don't know who I am. Welcome to my page, my Smashing the Glass Facebook page. I'm going to be doing a series every Wednesday for just educating you and helping you plan your wedding your way on your journey towards the chuppah. Last Wednesday, I talked about what we could learn from the way that Harry and Meghan revealed their baby son to the world. They did it their way, although they're very much bound by tradition. They're a modern couple and did things their way, and I wanted to translate that into Facebook Live. Today, I'm talking about something else entirely. I'm talking about the one thing you mustn't do whilst planning your wedding. Do we have any guesses? What is that one thing? What is that one thing? Pop a guess in the comments. If you're watching on replay, pop your guesses in. What do you think it might be? Well, I'm going to tell you. It is the dreaded C word. And I want to ensure you're not doing it. What's the dreaded C word? I'm talking about comparisonitis. It's very, very easy to get wrapped up in it and compare and think that your wedding should be like someone else's, or why isn't it like someone else's, or are you doing it the right way because it's not like someone else's. And whether it's a friend that you're comparing it to, a member of your family, a wedding you've seen on Instagram, even a beautiful wedding you may have seen on Smashing the Glass. I don't want comparisonitis to come up in your emotions and in your vocabulary, because it's so easy to get wrapped up in all of the wedding shoulds and musts. So things like, maybe you think you should have kosher catering, or maybe you think you must order some beautiful kippot with a fun slogan inside because you went to another wedding and got this awesome kippah and yours might not be as funny, and how can you think of a slogan that's as funny as that other kippah, etc., etc. Maybe you're thinking that you need the prettiest table centers because you went to a wedding where it was just the most original thing in the center of the table, and how's yours going to be as original, or etc., etc. The list goes on and on. And the truth is, all your wedding needs to be a huge success is for you to get married. It's as simple as that. Everything else is just extra. The rest is just stuff. Often, in many cases, it's just very pretty stuff. You don't need to do it all. You just have to do the things that reflect you and your relationship and your beliefs and your values and the statement you want to make as a couple to your loved ones that support whatever you choose to do and whatever you want to do. And comparing your wedding to someone else's, either a real person or a wedding you see on Instagram, it just makes you feel bad. Your wedding, at the end of the day, it's an exciting, happy occasion, and beating yourself up for not feeling like it meets some arbitrary benchmark, it just doesn't feel good. And I don't want you to have that feeling as you're planning your wedding. We live in an age of social media and it's just everywhere, and you choose your dress and you're thrilled with it, and then you jump onto Instagram and you see another dress by another designer and you think, oh, have I made the right decision? Maybe I should have hold off and all that dress. And one of my big tips that I give to my brides-to-be inside Brides Club is, once you've found that dress or once you've chosen that florist, unfollow all the other florists or all the other dress designers, unless you absolutely don't feel that anything's going to make you feel bad or you're going to compare. Unfollow them all, mute them all. Just be in love with the florist that you've chosen and the dress that you've chosen, and focus on that. There's too much information, so much overwhelm. And it's also about letting go of all those shoulds and musts and the perfect picture of what you imagine it should be like, etc., etc. So excuse the noisy train going past. I live right near a train track. Sometimes they get a bit noisy. So as I said, your wedding, just wait a moment while the train goes past. Your wedding is an exciting, happy, it's unique. There's never going to be another wedding like yours. And don't beat yourself up for not feeling that it's not good enough, or it's not expensive enough, or it's not cool enough, or whatever it is. So I can't believe this train is going past right when I'm preaching and giving out my good stuff. It's a really, really, really long kind of steam train, but it's going. So can we drop comparisonitis? Can I have an amen in the comments if we can drop comparisonitis? As I say, the only thing your wedding needs to be is a representation of you and your partner and the love you have for each other. Everything else is just stuff. And whilst I'm at it, budget's got nothing to do with it either, because remember, it's not about how much you spend. It really isn't about how much you spend. Budget does not make for a great wedding. I've been to very fancy, expensive black tie weddings, which were frankly really stuffy and didn't have a great atmosphere. I've been to some great black tie weddings, don't get me wrong, but just because someone spent a huge amount of money, if the love is not in the room and the atmosphere for the couple and the joy between the couple is not there, it's not going to make for the best wedding, no matter how much you spend on it. So it's all about, on your wedding day, being in the moment, being present, feeling the love you have for your guest, the love you have for your partner, this momentous occasion, and that joy will fill the whole room up with good vibes, and really nothing else matters. So it's not about how much you spend, it's about how much fun you have, okay? That's what I want you to remember. And I love that quote by Maya Angelou. I love it. I always mention it because it's not meant for weddings, but I think it applies. So Maya Angelou says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And this applies to your wedding too. How do your guests feel at your wedding? Do they feel looked after? Have you asked for everybody's dietary requirements? Have you thought about your seating plan, that you'll sit people together that you know are going to have a good time? Things like that, that don't cost money, but there's just thought involved. That's what makes a great wedding, an unforgettable wedding. And some other ways to sort of create memorable experiences for your wedding guests that have got nothing to do with budget. At our wedding, we had a personal note for every single guest at their place setting. We knew we wouldn't have time to talk to everybody, and we wanted them to know how much it meant to us that they were there at our wedding. So we wanted everyone to have a personal note. I've seen a beautiful wedding on Smashing the Glass, planned by one of our amazing Smashing the Glass recommended vendors. The florist as well was a recommended vendor, Urban Flower Farmer. And I love this idea. By the chuppah, there were buckets of flowers, and before the guests sat down for the chuppah, they were asked to pick a flower and add it to the chuppah, and it just made that chuppah so personal because it was actually created by the guests. I love that idea. I can link to that wedding if you want to see it. Just pop in the comment and I'll link to it. So yeah, I love, my mission is really helping you navigate through all the noise and the opinions and the advice which you're going to get, whether you want it or not. Like, everyone is going to give you advice. Some of it's great, some of it not so, but navigate through all of that to hook into what kind of wedding you want, and then make sure that along the way the whole journey is stress-free and overwhelm-free and enjoyable and fun, and that you save as much money as you spend, and all that comes together inside my Smashing the Glass Members Club, Brides Club. So if you want more information on that, just let me know. But the other thing I do want to tell you about is our boot camp, our amazing Jewish wedding planning boot camp that I've never done before. This is brand new. I'm going to be going live for 10 minutes every day for 4 days in a couple of weeks' time with a Jewish wedding planning boot camp just for you, so I can show you exactly how to have your wedding your way, and most importantly, keep everyone around you on side and happy, because nothing is worth breaking a friendship over, or a relationship over, or turning into dramas. We try and steer away from dramas and disputes and things like that, but you can still have the wedding you want. So in the boot camp, I'm going to be showing you everything. I'll be showing you how to deal with awkward family members, or your new in-laws are maybe being a bit awkward, or a member of your bridal party is making things difficult for you. I'll be showing you how to do that. I'll be showing you, like I mentioned earlier, coming up with some creative wedding ideas for an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind wedding. We'll be talking about wedding budget, how to maximize it, whatever stage of planning you're at, because also sometimes you've set your budget and you're fine with it, but it still can be very uncomfortable talking about finances, who's paying. Maybe you and your partner have got different ideas about budgets and stuff, even once you've already set it. So, there's issues around that we're going to talk about. We're obviously going to talk about nailing your guest list. So again, you may have got your guest list, and then people maybe feel uncomfortable when they're not invited. How do we deal with that? How do we choose who we're inviting? We're going to talk about the ceremony, how to make it unique and modern, but still fill it with beautiful Jewish wedding traditions that mean something to you. And, you know, lots more, and I'll be answering every single one of your questions, no matter how specific or big or small the Jewish Wedding Planning Bootcamp. I'm here for you. It's something I normally only do in my Brides Club, answering every single question and tailoring every question, but I'll be doing it during bootcamp to give you a taste of what happens inside Brides Club. So please join me. It's completely free. All you have to do is go to smashingtheglass.com/bootcamp, smashingtheglass.com/bootcamp, or I've put the link in the comments. You can just click on that. It's completely free, and I'm super excited for it. And yeah, let's all get together and let's plan our wedding together. And this is for you, whether you've got a wedding planner or not. Wedding planners are great, but sometimes the more emotional side of the wedding is very much still on your plate, and how to handle certain members. And you know, you may have a wedding planner but still be very hands-on. Even if you just pick up one idea, it's definitely worth coming. It's completely free, like I say. So do click on that link, and I can't wait to see you on bootcamp. And meanwhile, I'll be back here next Wednesday with another dose of real talk, and you know what you really need to know to sort of cut through the noise and plan your wedding the way you want it, but still keep everyone on side and happy. So goodbye from me, and I will see you soon. Take care.